GTEC for boss na or what GTEC no. And there obi competition GTEC for say una de bia o say obi nya professor. O sorry I say obi nya doctor. We ka so professor was on tiase for professor no be kire adekudie ntia your professor. Obi ka say oye de ndie ya osidabi onyam uni masters. Papa we na yes ade no ye fe no Mr. Jinapo. Now obi petition eye de Mr. Jinapo no GTEC ni say ono ankasa Jinapo ono on fan the credentials me kire na won kire de man ye professor no. Because I guess you're a footballer. Obi to be friend of footballer. But you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt to say, oh yeah, professional footballer. And then will be a professional footballer from anybody who calls himself a footballer. And the same man, and Chebia, Debia no jinanko for kon, hey, whoa, for certificate to Tunchan, young Frau Dr. Bill, hey, whoa, you professor the free war, Menam GTEC boss, and there, your competition on one kasa. The watchman is going to be watched. Now your petition, no. Obi petition say, "Oh, Mr. Jinapo, una ye director general. Ye pese u chirem wankasa o from ho professor. Wankasa say we a doctor. Wankasa chirem ye. Se ne ye ya wunya o professorship no. Na ekwan be so na ofanya ye because yet ya. Na ye nya professors wo kroma papa we can say. So me a professor for kra, omo nchire beyond reasonable doubt. The man chire some your professors. And yet just a man for be chire and say, "Oh, I have this. I have been to school here." Or say it is not enough, Papa we. That is what he told Ghana for. Or say it is not enough. Show more to prove say inti Ghana and Osoria. You doctor ni free so, you professorship ni free so. Wo Papa we only your friend Mr. Jinapo. Now recently na obi petition on Wankasani office GTEC. Somebody petitioned his own office. Na nipa ni petition ya nipa ni busa simple questions. And those questions, the person was expecting Mr. Jinapo to just be man enough and prove to Ghana for say, Sibia or namna or yes, when your professor, menam ya GTEC boss, or professorship and legitimate if we say, even though wako school and went to man share the reason why tell your professor, Papa we yes, I do Ghana hand and kroma and embarrassing kofo gun kofo ni masi. Now petition by say or no so. Send ya obey professor. Send ya obey position na udino. On chile munchile yemfa engineer swamra. As simple as that. Now this is the petition. Request for information on the academic credentials and professorial appointment of Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah, Director General of GTEC, sorry. So your petition heading now or see request for information on the academic credentials, that is one. And professorial appointment of Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah, Director General, GTEC. The petition was specific on some things. Now, so petition I didn't know Mubusa to tell this man, say, on chair, say, or no, so no. And he said, the professorship different in same. Pursuant to the Rights to Information Act 2019, Act 989, I respectfully submit this request for information regarding the academic credentials of Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah, the current Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, that is GTEC. Petition question say, this request is made in the public interest, guided by the principles of transparency, accountability, and integrity expected of leadership in Ghana's tertiary education sector. Specifically, I seek information on the following. Information bena petitioner no esiki. 1. They say Ghana grow ebo. Bibia game. Bibia fake. Ghana azam for nkwa. Doctorate, professor, dear. Nipa be break Ghana kure and Jinapo we Ghana kure ne achi no. Inti nipa no petition eye GTEC Jinapo no ye Director General. Now, read nyama na obusa ne point 1. The type and title of his terminal academic degree, or say the type and title of his terminal academic degree. That is one. Terminal academic degree. Type. Secondly, Nipane se obese obusano. The awarding institution. Eye school kra omode saade na ma eye den eye Mr. Jinapo. 3. Clarification as to whether his promotion to the rank of professor occurred while he was a faculty member at the University of Education, Winneba, or during his secondment to GTEC. And here 3. Yes. Point, and here 4. No, point number 3, no, say, and they're very important. The publications he submitted, point number 3, or say the publications he submitted for the promotion to the rank of associate professor. Publications he submitted. The publications he submitted for the promotion to the rank of associate professor. The petitioner was specific on some things. Up submissions, up publications, up things like type and title of terminal education or academics. Obusa about institutions that awarded those credentials. Na enye vague, sir. He trimmed it to specific things na ohia to prove to us to say Mr. Jinapo is legitimately or ye a legitimate professor otigana and na we kasa osonya professor gene title ogun kofu edi masiro ende trap na chibela mame. Point 5. Any official records, correspondence, or CV on the file with GTEC that confirms these academic credentials. It was see GTEC for no so enko omu document omu records him. Document be a woman ebetumi prove the first, second, third, fourth point in no. He is waiting to see. Now here today, the head of GTEC, Professor Jinapo, the director, Onuna ende Ghana, Oba, also wonya professor, wonya doctor, wo di anmentiasie, school ben akoye, na dia na cheso ye professor. Sa manfo kura be kache so ye professor, omo credential bibia so on tiasie, nipa na improve beyond because obi abetuma professor, obetuma associate professor, obetuma professor. I know sometimes the originals say, oh, we are Professor Matthias, but show me the amount of professorship. No, also we say Jinapo doesn't just ask for certifications; he asked for a lot of work that was put into making you get those certifications. And no questions, Ribina petitioner was asking the work that he put in to call himself a professor today. There's a difference between you showing your CV and you showing the works that you did to make you get that professorship title. And that was what the petitioner was seeking or is seeking. Now, Yambusa, this man has responded today. And I'm great. Besides, okay, this man has responded. He is the Director General of GTEC. And a letter we have a and at the end of the day, though, Onuangasa answer the questions. Onuangasa answer the questions from letter na petitioner Unya. Now let's go see the answers he himself gave to Yeni Ghana for that from Monday. So we'll be in front of Professor Ogana. We will see, and if he has that mandate to tell anybody that that person is a professor or a doctor or whatever that whoever is, now. The news publication no is simple. Mamem chiro eye the letter no the ochiro in response to a petition. And Friday we are not rushing through anything. Come on, pedokono rough. Mr. P say, ekwecha sobolo no na I keki a freezy then ana owu say na light ni wo. Sobolo na ekute ekwecha no na freeze na keki into nya sobolo no wen. Abra light ni wo ekwecha de e be dissect ekwecha. Baby obi on twa me. Ekwecha sobolo na ekuta no na freezy na ice wom na e din. Ekwecha so ka che light ni wo sobolo bo. Into that so bolo nya way ekwecha de na asem so oso awejimi onyina na obodam ye beka na asem. Now let's read the response from Director General of GTEC. Now all responding petition no, the petitioner asked some simple, straightforward, specific questions. And we expect the professor knowing everything. The man who has been disbanding people and going after people and saying people don't deserve to be called professors, we were expecting him to be raw. And when I say raw, give every nitty-gritty answer so that we will know, okay, then you are qualified to question anyone's professorship, doctorate, or whatever they call it. Now, the response in here, and as you can see, letter no, and the what screen is no. Oshe reference number na HA42-1-01, PO Box MB28 Accra, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, 24th of October 2025. In the end, and we release this statement we. All right. Now, I'm going to answers no. Requests for information on the academic credentials and professional appointment. Professorial appointment of Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah, Director General of GTEC. Inti, on the head of GTEC, and yede petition abreno, and all responding to petition the woman petition the woman. The attention of the Director General has been drawn to a petition addressed to the chairman of the governing board of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, requesting information on the academic credentials and professorial appointment of the Director General of GTEC, Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah. While the Director General will provide this information, to the chairman of the governing board, the following is expected to address your concerns. So as we speak, the concerns of the petitioner, as we speak, the Director General has not provided it to the board. This is what the administrative job now, or GTEC now, or leading, or no CV now, or and nobody betray. But the detailed questions and the kind of things that petitioner Nihiano, as they write this letter, or when they were writing this letter or releasing this letter, Professor Jinapo, so-called GTEC General Director, he had not provided the most important information we as Ghanaians need into wedding. While the director will, into your director didn't provide it, while he will provide, meaning what they are giving to us is not what we are asking for. While the director will provide the information to the chairman of the governing board, the following is expected to address your concern. 1. Professor Jinapo Abdullah holds a Bachelor of Arts degree, first class honors, from the University of Ghana between 1998 and 2001. Vague. This is something you can find on anybody's CV or resume. B. He has the Master of Arts in International Affairs from the Ohio University, USA, from 2003 to 2005. Vague. Basically, what they are telling us, a resume. Okay. 3. Professor Jinapor also holds a Doctor of Education degree. That's the terminal degree in curriculum and instruction. This degree was awarded by the West Virginia University, USA, from 2005 to 2009. So far, the only answer he has given, the only question he has answered, number 3. Because the person was asking, the terminal credentials, which institution the man, and so the point 3 he has been able to give us. So it is on his CV. Point 4. Finally, he has a postgraduate diploma in teaching and learning in higher education from the University of Education, Winneba, from 2016 to 2017. The specific question that was asked about whether he received the professorship before or after being involved with the school wasn't really answered. This is vague, right? Now, Oba Asiawa, regarding his career progression, Professor Ahmed Jinapor Abdullahi was 1. Lecturer, University of Education, Winneba, 2010 to 2014. Senior lecturer, UEW, 2014 to 2017. 3rd, Associate Professor, UEW, 2017, or your Associate Professor from 2017 to date, or the your Associate Professor. Okay. 4, Deputy Director General, GTEC, 2020 to 2023. 5, Acting Director General, 2023 to 2024. And 6, Director General, 2024 to 2025. 2024 present. All right. Now, so far, they have answered only one question. Petitioner questions are Obusano. This professor has not still submitted the detailed answers to the board for them to give to us. So far, what you are seeing here is the resume on paper. The resume or the benya sa position ojinano, but it is not the detailed qualification. Nyoma or etumidi nya the professorship and now whatever position ekutano. So the petitioner was asking, so we see and the obo Bayern Munich. Den na okobo Bayern Munich. Untimika say, oh, na me a footballer or Ghana na minya Bayern Munich. You need to prove to them. Team when na minya card A. Me bo Francoba na me kobo Ash Gold. Me bo Ash Gold we no. And me bo under 17. Esia how you can attack. Me see how you can attack na me kobo trials or Man City. Now me call Man City this no. The experience of minya to work under pressure as a striker. So I was taught how to position myself. You are giving a summary of the way, but inside, you are detailing the and a striker for Bayern Munich. But what this man is doing is just showing us a resume. He is not telling us exactly what he did for him to earn his professorship. He's evading the question. He's just giving you his CV. But on some man way, anytime we are obinya professor, obinya doctor, nani panika se miko school or say it is not enough. But what he's doing is the same. He's not telling us the schools he went to and where he went to school. He's not telling us basically how he became a professor. Because you can't just become a professor. It's not just enrolling in a school and as I finish your PhD or whatever. You have to do something to become a professor. And what are those things? Now, I mentioned let me end there. Let's go to the second page of the response to the petition. Jinapor. This is the second page of his response. Now, your second page, because Onimsa Ghana for Enkai sa last one, no. The last one, Onimsa Ghana for Enkai. And they are not going to read the last part of their response. Now, we'll read the last part of the response now. Or say, please, regarding his publications, please, regarding Jinapor's publications for promotion, GTEC was not involved in that process. And what we are talking about, before you become an associate professor or whatever professor you can be, your publications will make you whether you are a professor or an associate professor. But almost when it comes to the Juma or publications or Troy, the MMA will say, sir, the publications, he deserved to be an associate professor or a professor. Almost say, GTEC, they were not involved in that. What is Jinapo hiding? Jinapo doesn't want you to see the thesis he wrote. He knows that the thesis is not true, it will never qualify him to become an associate professor. Because so we read a petition now. When you read the petition, there's something here I want to show you. You see, when you read the petitioner was very tactical about something. And the part now, not petition, no answers panel, any official records, correspondence, or CV on file. But so over point 3 now, petitioner can say the publications he submitted for the promotion to the rank of associate professor. Because obu obetmenya professorship na on your publications bia, and the publications and no na ready who say you deserve to be a professor. Oh, this publication really helped this institution. We were on a project. Through your publication, some things that we were not even finding answers to, we were. And then a maunya sa edge, to become professor. But the point 3, this Jinapo guy knows that the publication or the Babontinia, we will all know he does not deserve to be an associate professor. Jinapo is not supposed to be the head of GTEC. He does not have any right. He does not have any right to tell anybody that the person is not a professor, because he could not even tell us. It is already Omwankasa response, which he made his deputy sign. So eye omo letter na omo de responde eye petition na ana petitioner na. Jinapo nipa or sign is a letter ni ye den. Mami enlarge nchiro or say, please regarding his publications, please. Regarding Jinapo's publications for promotions, what promotion? The only promotion we are talking about is him being an associate professor. So the publication that made him an associate professor, GTEC said they were not involved. Who was involved? Now, who really let Aluka only Paul sign here? Acting Director, Corporate Affairs for Director General. Let a petitioner by no. Ono ne ye petitioner afa no hono. O man acting as sign man. The acting director signed for him. Corporate Affairs signed for him. This man is corrupt. How can somebody petition your institution and then you tell somebody to sign for you? It means this letter was drafted by Jinapo himself. But you see, I don't want us to push too much. We want to ask Jinapo, why is he refusing to provide the publications? Emma and the other friend who said, or associate professor. He's a liar, this man. Nobody in Ghana should take this man serious. He's a liar. He is not a real professor. He's a liar. On Kanokre. He is just there to destroy people. Better credentials. He wants to destroy them. That is what this man is doing. And if he wants to prove to Ghanaians to say he is not a fake professor, and then the professorship say associate, he needs to publish his publications. Because I remember Dr. Grace Ayensu, Kyeremanten, will say, you know what? The school that I was, baby, I'm mature on publications, you can reach out and ask for the publications. And in fact, I can even get it for you. Other people, Kyeremanten say, we can get you our. Okay, I said, no. Do not even call yourself that. Today we are asking him, where are your publications that makes you an associate professor? You are telling us that GTEC is not involved. Now, if GTEC is not involved, why do you want to get involved in somebody's professorship? This man is a liar. Nobody should take him serious. He's just on a run to destroy people. Obetima koko to be a person oko. but he needs to provide us with the publication. Onim say publication bar, people will know he's dumb. He does not deserve to be an associate professor. The associate professor net done a fake until he brings the publication. This man is a liar. We just want the PhD thesis, keke. Just the thesis. We want to read it. Sibia ebe hu se baumia, the thesis or tro enpo na emfa economics on. Today, the last time we spoke about it, Mahamudu Baumia also a economist no. The thesis na or tro yes or the man be ye or doctorate in economics no. The thesis krampo emfa economy on. The same man Jinapo, we are asking who PhD, who thesis, no, we want to know. We just want to read the thesis. He's a liar. He's not a professor. And this is what we have been living with in Ghana. These are the liars who are destroying people's career. This guy never questioned Professor Adai's qualification. Mumusan say, why hasn't he called Professor Adai to prove to Ghana for how he became a professor? This guy, he's a political snitch. And I'm warning the education minister. I know this guy. He has paid some people at the Ghana Education Service. It is alleged that he's paid some people at the Ghana Education Service about 300,000 to keep him at GTEC. I'm telling the education minister, look into it. Because if you don't look into it, you yourself, you go down with this man. Me say, it has been alleged that he has paid about 300,000 to keep this position at the Ghana Education Service. I don't know about your ministry, but if you don't take action to look into this man, then this man is going to go down with you, the education minister. Because we can't have people like these walking around, checking people while they themselves, they are sitting in shit. This man, Jinapo, is a fake professor. Since I was starting here, don't do this, don't do this. I have never seen him question Professor Adai. We want you to tell Professor Adai to prove to us how he became a professor. On the namna oko after omwa NDC4 because he thinks he can do the foolish bidding for Baumia. You yourself, we don't care. Come out and tell us, show us your thesis. You are a liar. You, Jinapo. You can go to any court you want to go. Until you show us your PhD thesis, I will never stop calling you a liar. You are deceiving Ghanaians. There's one story I want us to talk about. Very, very important. Haruna Iddrisu, education minister. 10 minutes being and twice on the encore. Haruna Iddrisu, wakasa, and it's quite interesting. Or say, I instruct the Ghana Education Service. I instruct the Ghana Education Service to ensure that the use of the mother tongue is compulsory in schools. And the education minister say, what the Emra Ama Ghana Education Service for say, ye kuro mukasa ye can say in crying. Awona aigbe enzema asante infante kou ekuapem eye hauza eye krobo eye den dagati dagari dagomba eye wala eye bibia kasa ye kan nyina no. And the education minister said, Akorabia wo ho kwan se obeka no school. And this is one of the best things Mati in 2025. This is one of the best things. This is the best thing Mati in 2025. It's NDC Abano, Minister of Education, Haruna Iddrisu, I've told you, you are doing well. Make sure the school that have opened SS no in I am telling you, that one day I'm not going to spare you on it. Make sure there's nothing like shortage of school feeding. School let it go. You have hijacked it. Let it go. But this one day you have done well. Haruna Iddrisu say, why they my instructions say Ghana Education Service. Yanyanka say krom kasa yeka. Say hauzo, say walo, say dagoma kaso, say kusasi kaso, mampurisi kaso, infantio, asantichio, krobo, ko kaso, or say ekuapimo, enkran kaso, kasebia yeka Ghana kasebiano. Achechere fo ni ho kwan say, sa akwara bia ba school, na one ne nyonko akwara kan kran kasa, wo say teacher ni kasa, mamu nka bukuro mu kasa. Say akwara no ewo class, na ebia enye teacher de gina omanim, na ebia ode English, echere ma I said basically ode echere ade na se enkora no wo school na omo didi omo ho nkomo na se omo kasa omo ankasa te eye omo mother tongue eye kasa sebio omo te ofie a teacher ni bia ne ho kwan se obe shemi akwara bia na se obe ka se akwara bi yem punish no because one kabrofo. And this is one of the most important things, sir. Aban we are here. I will do everything possible to keep this government in power for 42 years. Yeah, bro. Me, I went to international school through my life. Throughout my life, you know, international school. Now, it is tough for you to even speak a chi, infante. How was that? Some of my mates, Mimi school, it was close, and I said it is close to Zongo. So I had a lot of mates, no more krimu forma. I had a lot of mates, how a infante forma, a side bang, the settlement, infante for power, obuasi. A side bang, every single language, but for some reason, the kids in school and the people were not comfortable speaking even Omwankasa Krum Kasa. And at a point, so be kachi, no kind of vernacular or something. Now, Sakurebi by mistake, a bit to me. We were playing break time. And I said, Mikachi Kasa and Bibi. They went to, you see, it was so demeaning. And until say the year, say I'm fine, you will not understand. Before that, near there, yes, some of my classmates, my colleagues, my friends in school. School to me, ma echo baby to say a butchery, and I said my anka slaughterhouse. Na bones na sebio en mwano eye kakasno dompeno ne ade no omo ye free mu no. Na ye school na kofa ba. Now what they do is they make it in a form of necklace. Into abuane jaw na they find a way to tie a rope to make it look like a necklace. Into akwarabi kachi, akwarabi kahauza. Na and the bad part of this whole thing was that Yaman Korana moye yenyan down for no, they feel say sanadam for crampo ekachia. The kids are able to go, the kids are quick to report Omonam for four to Omo teachers to say Kevin Taylor is speaking vernacular. Kwame Martin is speaking Chi. Jeff is speaking Hausa, and the worst part is they will put this around your neck. I'm talking about an international school. And it wasn't just the school I went to. There were other schools they wrote demeaning things on papers, on cards, on placards, or whatever, and they hang it on the kids' omukum for them to wear it throughout the day. And you could see some of the kids. Now, break time, they cannot go out. It happened to me. I mistakenly spoke Chi. Mistakenly. It was during break. And my friends went to report me to my teacher, and I had no option than to wear the necklace of shame. And maybe I was able to go through this and forget about it easily. But maybe there were some other kids that they could not get away with this, or they could not get out of this. And as I speak to you, in 2025 in Ghana, there are schools still doing this, maybe in a different form, maybe in a different way. And these are some of the ways that you inquire the spirit. Some of us, we have strong spirits. Some of us, we are bold people, we don't break easily. But I know Biana is strong not to break easily. And it will shock you, say, in 2025, your school sibuoha, akwaran to me kachi. In fact, some of the parents are reporting their kids to schools, say, this is my child. When I pick the kid to the house, now or kachi, I don't like it, punish my kid. It is happening. And sometimes when you go to Ghana, you see some of the kids being forced to speak English, and you know, it is madness. It does not make sense. And there's this thing of elite group. There are some group of people in Ghana say Yabana and Kabrofwa, we are not going to agree. So akurana kra oyen fantini ba, akurana oyen krani ba, akurana oye dagatini ba no. The kid lives in Ghana and cannot speak any Ghanaian language. And some of the parents see that as a status in life. And this is despicable. This is bad. When you come to America, the Spanish people are forcing their kids to speak Spanish. The Indians force their kids to speak Indian language. The whatever. But when it comes to we Africans and specifically Ghanaians, me, in my home, I'm the only person who speaks a Akan language. It makes it easy. So obano ne bema nyina ekakasa baakwa. It makes it easy for the kids to pick up. My wife understands pidgin. But I mean to me for pidgin in Kyeremanten. As I sit here, I'm the only person who speaks Akan language. And I can kasa omifie. It makes it difficult to be able to let the kids learn it because it becomes a one-way thing. Now, when you have two people, ebi omo ye Ghana for, na say ebi omo ye Mfante for, omo ye Asante for, omo ye Nkran for, the parents speak into the kids, they follow. It is easy for the kids to adapt. So, those ones are easy. And there are people here who are doing everything possible to get their kids to even understand the language now. Baby omo free no kasa. But when you go back home, where we speak the language frequently and everything that we do is just the language, the Ghanaian is preventing the young Ghanaian kid from speaking Nkran-kasa, from speaking Chi-kasa, from speaking Awazakasa, from speaking Nikrom-kasa, and it is terrible. And sometimes you ask yourself, say, what the heck is going on? And over Ghana, I've been coming to Ghana of late. And then when they speak, they want you, the person listening to them, to feel, say, yeah, they're chi, they're yentio, yeah, they're akankasa, they're good, sir. And mostly these girls. Now it's a flex when you try to speak in a certain way where so and then people will respect you. So you need to slang it. So now because where they crying on till or kasa where the house on and the stupidity. There were so many of these slave queens on Twitter, and when you even ask them, you're on Fante ma, you're who you're in Fante for bed to show motu, no much grammar or Twitter. You're on Fante ma, and Ubutan Fanticasa, I just say with Jimmy. But Bronino Tabruchino, what's our Mokia now? We are Ghana and Ibano. They don't respect no matter the phonetics. No matter the grammar you have learned and trying to sound intelligent amongst Ghana for who say you dream you cannot impress Brony for Brony to sit in a room and clap for you and say, hey, about you are way of free Ghana, the Otibrofu. Now Otibrofu are not CNN. The inferiority complex and the foolishness amongst us. Look at the Kufuado. Oti chipa. Oti achimkasapa. But Ekufuado nimseni ye Jimmy. And he speaks in a certain way. When it comes to the Akan language, he needs to slang in a certain way. And some people because they say, where do you antikasa no, where do you niminyansa? And that is why we are here today. Yeah, Jimmy. Today, when you go on Twitter, some foolish idiot on the wants to tell you, say, media or grammar when and so no on the we need the kids to believe. And it's not the last time I went to the north, I'm called the Red Clay, Ibrahim Mahama, and yet the museum, no, and yet John Mahama and Ibrahim Mahama. I'm talking about Ibrahim Mahama or your artist. When I went to his art museum, Red Clay, no, there was something I saw. You could see, say, the young people around that museum, art museum, no, the kids own it. They own it because Ibrahim Mahama has made them believe, say, the art here speaks to you, and it should speak to you in your language. You are not supposed to just observe it. You are supposed to own it. This is what we came to inherit. So you see the people there. And one of the most genuine people I have seen in Ghana, my first time visiting Ghana since a woman was recently. And the genuineness I saw in the northern region, the way people are basically in bed, they are enshrined, they love their dialects, the way they don't want to leave what makes them northerners behind. That is what the uniqueness I saw about them. It does not matter where you find them. They will let you understand that there's something that I'm carrying with me. I am not going to let it go. And that is the uniqueness about northerners. But when you come down the south, Mfantini bema, asantini bema kwa siampenyi bi, mfantini bema kwa siampenyi bi, enkraini bi, okosku ka krebro kwa tibrofu jimi bi pe, ohuni kasa na yade chani kwa say it is not good. Ya kasa onka, osia nipa, ya wamba bebre san kwa siya, diya me bufu kwa ni sa mano. Motofa nyina ya Ghana tuo. Sa ukona kwa BBL ba, etuo ni cells na ewom na ya Ghana foto. Untumi nya ho hwe. Bro ni huwa ohun se still oya keti ateseme yakọ. You cannot impress the white person to think you are better than them. You are a fool. With Jimmy. And now they are teaching English. One can we this sentence was supposed to put this way. And a year dang. We need to let the kids own the language. We need to let them have belief in the language. We need to let them feel confident. Mamaka been show. So who Ghana niya why na adwene say debiano they want to make you feel say omo an inferiority complex. Apart from that they don't have anything. Mamaka been show. So we Ghana ni ba. So we Ghana ni bema. Na or chichi no hoya no say only the until local dialect bia and this is all that otino sani pano or inferiority complex. They don't have anything apart from that. Because you see, when you take that from them, they become a chaff. They become waste bag. They don't have any identity. There's nothing that will make them unique in front of somebody who is not Ghanaian. There's nothing. When you meet somebody from Sudan, they'll prove to you that they are from Sudan. When you meet somebody even from... Recently, I met a woman. Zara had a birthday. One of her classmates for Moroccans. And when Yaya Zara birthday, and then the classmates nearby, my many Morocco ni. And interestingly, I didn't even know. Yeah, Kasana Mama Kachem said that day, the day we're having Zara's birthday, that was the day Manchester was playing in Liverpool. So at the birthday grounds, I was still watching the game on the phone and I was still taking part in. And I'm in the conversation, na me madam for Ghana ni bi na ho. Okacha say ni kunu ye Egyptian. But the funny thing is, the two of them, they speak different language. Now you see, by Ghana, you're doing some Moroccans and Egyptians are all Muslims, so they have to understand each other. It doesn't work like that. People own where they come from. People believe in what they come from. The woman was like, you know, the under 20 World Cup, Morocco is playing Argentina, and I'm proud to be Moroccan, and you can see it. But anke Ghana ni ba na nkomenini jina wo on pese obehumpo ofri Ghana afena obedi nkurasesem abekire se otebrofo chen buroni meme fie 365 days in a year obi ani wakatwi wo me fie o. I do my best to even let my kids and my wife understand twi ba mienu bi. I am trying. Inti that inferiority complex Jimino, and the problem is the middle class, in the future. So this is one of the best things this government is doing. This is one of the best things. The kids need to own their language. They need to own it. Kofi Annan rose through the ranks to become the UN secretary. Kofi Annan never had an accent. Kwame Nkrumah went through hell to get to where he was. Kwame Nkrumah never had an accent. John Dramani Mahama, but he speaks plain Ghanaian English. Atamils was a professor. He's traveled around the world, met different people around the world. He's still stuck to his local accent. J. Kufuor, I'll give this to him. Never tried to slang. He owned his language. He spoke. Look at these clowns, these fools. Look at this nonsense. We sit there, we cannot own anything. This is something we have to take very serious. We are not supposed to joke with this. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. We are changing our country. We are changing it for the better. We need to let these kids own our language. I wish my kids could speak fluent Fanti. I wish they could. Don't underestimate these things. Ye Jimmy Dodo. Ukuhuko for Ghana. Na miti omakasebi mishomo samsumwe Jimmy o. I have lived in America a couple of years. I never wish to have an accent. I don't even want it. I don't even want to have an accent. I don't even want somebody, I don't want to change my accent. I don't even want somebody to say you don't have an accent. No, I want people to say you have an accent. Where are you from? And I'll tell you I'm Ghanaian. I don't want anybody to see me and say, are you an African American? I don't even want that. So when I speak to you as a Ghanaian. I am not going to fake any accent because I want you to ask me, where are you from? Where are you from? I'll tell you I'm Ghanaian. I'm African. And then Jimmy sir, right now we sit here. Bro, for Jani Jimmy B. It is not here. Udru Ghana na unsa manfwe Jimmy. I don't know. Right now it's a competition among parents. The foolish middle class. Hey, my son there, you know, until if you speak to him in Chionte, when they have come. Also, ma, it is not me who do it. In Kwasiabrofu. Oh, my daughter, this house there, if you come here and you don't speak English, our children, they don't understand. If you come to our house here there and you don't speak English, these children there, you know them, they go to international school. Everything you say, they don't understand. Because the kid does not even know who he or she is. They don't represent anything. Somebody will know straight up they are Americans. Until they tell you, anytime because I want them to carry the Ghana with them. Dino, I have a Ghanaian in it. Send your baya obi Google me banner in the future. No go be baby. This kid has a Ghanaian descent. Intime member Ghana dimu. I'm Jewish name plus I'm Ghana name because I want people to trace where they are from. But who be do Ghana and now this house there, you know my children, they don't speak to you, so they don't speak Ga, they don't speak Hausa. 10 year boa ufri srim abetan crying omba entu ukrom kasa. Now obano ko ukromwa. How is the person or the kid going to own baby ufri? Eh? Uhu Ghana fo ukrom ha na oni omo kasa. Adeba kwa yami time, and one thing my wife hates. Adeba kwa mejiri chiri any Ghana niya or pese or slangy. She hates it. And she keeps saying, what are you doing? Oshia Ghana nibina or pese or chira say, well, I had any time. I said, what is this? Own your language. Speak as a Ghanaian. Just let people know who you are. Just speak. They don't even want people to know some Ghana for. They are forcing to change who they are. They are twisting their tongue. It does not matter what you do. It does not matter what you do. We are Ghana ni. Kwa Ghana mehe international schools be brain kwasiade. Enkwasiade. Enkwale nyada ni jimi no nam Ghana. Omu nyada ni jimi. Because what do they represent? They don't represent Ghana. And they cannot come here and beat the kids here. So what do they represent? Nothing. They are raising the kids like chicken. I'm going to resume to say broilers. I'm going to resume to say just chicken. The kids don't represent anything. And to be doing I'm to show need to slave now. Slavery now you free mono. You're free still. We are still in there. We are still in there. And now Ghana now share Ghana near. Sometimes people ask me, Kevin, you have lived in America for some time. You still try to speak and make Ghana. I say, yes, that is what I represent. I don't need to fake any accent for you to like me or for me to feel I'm in free Ghana. No, I'm not going to fake any fucking accent. I'm going to make you understand. Me a Ghana ni. And that makes me proud. Go Joy News. Good evening, come to Joy News. And Mr. Dear Jimmy, go to South Africa. Go and watch their SABC, South African Broadcasting Corporation, or whatever. They are speaking in the belly. They are speaking Zulu. They are speaking South African. And the GBC Krano, hardly do you hear them speak local dialect. Obiapo share adult education in Dagbani. Nobody watches adult education in Ghana. Adult education in... Nobody does that. Because the system, no, we have artificialized the system. The system is weak. And people are able to penetrate and use us as modern day slaves. And every young person wants to have a blue-collar job or wants to sit in the office. Nobody wants to be an artisan. Nobody wants to be seen as being an African who is trying to create something for himself. It's all about you can be an African and still be valuable in the technological world. That's how it works. You can be somebody who is an African who is basically building yourself as an African in the technological world. You are not supposed to fake for the technology to accept you. No. Technology is built for everyone, and technology is accessible. You will have to find a way to make it easy for yourself. It is not because you're a technological world, you have to change who you are to know. You can still be who you are, you just have to make sure it benefits you. Into your creani, that's what person who use technology. You can still use the technology to do a creano, but your Ghanaian should not leave you. That is the principles of life. By your Jimmy. Ye Jimmy, majority of us, the middle class. Jimmy chain bibia. Ye Jimmy and the Ghana. O kan brofo unim nyansa. Ekufuado kan brofo we wiase nyina. We Jimmy cha no matre. Ekufuado brofo e wo Ghana nyina o kan nyina we Jimmy cha no ma 10. And this is what we have been talking about all these years. We need to own this. This is what PTA needs to represent. This is what we need to push. This is what we need to stand behind. The kids are supposed to be comfortable speaking their local dialects. They need to own it. They need to own it. They need to be comfortable in their language. Ye Jimmy o. Ye Jimmy o. Brakromo habeshe. Come to America and see. Oba wusuwiti. Utumi shia Ghana ni. Utumi shia Ghana ni. Na opeso ene ho so American or fake accent. Me who bodam. Who are you faking that accent to please me? Me akobedu. You are faking an accent to please me. Who bodam. Let's start from home. Now sad girls way. They think they can be on Twitter. They can sit on Facebook, on TV, and talk a certain way. And then they are so excited when people tag them. Hey, where do you want to brofu? Brofu na wote ya don't look at CNN. BBC intention to my You don't represent anything. You represent nothing. They just ridicule you. Because at the end of the day, Obano to be called Chrome Casa, to me the attitude the bra, at the mabibi, echo de brano, or no, we see her as more valuable than you. You are just an artificial model walking around. On Tibro phone chambro ni. Obe who am not to the Twitter. Now I'm market English. Now I'm TV. So now, Mr. Hey, Krasini ba obechere brofu. Now ni mama mbechere brofu nankasa no. Broni na or the dictionary bechere Ghana for any Africans no. Or korono or the kasa eko. Obesuya ye kasa. Broni na or the brofu ba ye no. Broni na Obama never try na or the brofu ba ye no. On the other time, there was a reason why he wanted to learn our language. You know why? Because if he learns our language, it makes him more valuable than you. Because you are limited when it comes to onone kasano. And the powerful no, we are not concentrating. And Jimmy slaves packaging a here for. How many $5 million in put our accounts a dozen? 5 million cedis could be in our accounts. Also, won't teach you. $5 million a cedis in our accounts. Also, what you brought from Guanauka. $5 million. And then Asama Toa, Untumina 5 million cedis. And to chow also brought from Guanauka. Oh, bodam. Oh, my God. There's a new story here I want you to know, and it's good because, well, 5 minutes to end today's show. And the president, launched another thing which is very important. The free tertiary education for persons with disabilities initiative is not an act of charity. It is an act of justice and equality. John Dramani Mahama. And John Mahama, the president of Ghana, launched what we call free tertiary education for people with disabilities. Hey! And the obia ne waka obia sebio me no ka say we did them opese oko school pon NDC aban ede eyede emraba say omuko school pon etumi to go school pon a omumu bie ni wa omubetua school fees. This is what we call a government that cares about the vulnerable. And John Mahama wa lanche and he say obi etumi qualify pass na sebio ne ho aka ana we ho didam sebio ye ni frani sebio ye twa de nan sebio bibi nti onte se wo ne me na ye frani sebio obi a ne ho aka saa nipa no tumi ewura school pon mu, whether university, whether nursing training, whether a teacher training, whatever, any tertiary institution ya abind dia no. John Mahama abind say what's that Ghana ni no ewura ho as a person with disability a untua school fees. Hey master, when you joke, this is giving people who would have never gotten any opportunity to be considered humans. You are giving them life. Mr. B, I left a video I wanted to play. There was a gentleman who was basically at the event thanking the president. And you could see that he was very pleased. He was very pleased of what the president has done. Mr. P, I think it's in when we were having the editorial meeting, it was in there somewhere. Try and find it. I sent a link into the group. The man was pleased. Thank you. This government is giving life to the lifeless. What we are doing for people with disability, giving them education, tertiary education for free. This is what Kwame Nkrumah would have done. And I'm sure wherever Kwame Nkrumah is today, he is very pleased with John Mahama. Obia sebio nwedi dam a obewura tertiary institution a eya aban de bia no, you will not pay a dime. Free education, free tertiary education for persons with disability. Don't underestimate this. This should keep this government in power for 42 years. It is not a joke. This is not something we need to celebrate. This calls for a 1 month celebration. But you see, this government say omo lanche adebikwa a lifetime life saving. They don't even make noise about it. These are not things John Mahama has to be on a fancy train and making noise and MPP for NABCO. You see the nonsense all over the place. This is an initiative. This is something that you cannot just walk by and say it is not impactful. This is impactful. This is not something you sit and say, wait a 2-day wonder. This is changing lives. You are giving people with disabilities their life are hundreds and hundreds of years. Obimpon to be for momo. Go to tertiary and go to tertiary for free. For free. Educate yourself, get all the opportunities you want, and become. And I know because of this decision, in some time will come, we will have somebody with disability leading Ghana as the president of the republic. We will get there. We will get somebody with disability, exceptionally or intelligent, or forth thinking, or obia onimi nyansa obetume di man so we will get to that point where somebody with disability will be the president of the republic, and it is possible, and I believe it will happen. All because we have given them an opportunity. Let's not underestimate these things the government, the president is putting in place. Mama yemfe ndiagro. Other people in other countries are screaming and saying, when will we get a government that will do this for us? Ghanaians, people with disability in Ghana today, they have this. Now, yampo ana baku mienu bi wo ana okay. Yankoda. It's exactly 8:01 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. In Ghana, it is 12:01 a.m. I really appreciate every single thing, every single support And I believe, say, we have not done this alone all these years. It is the support and the genuine support you guys have given us. Myself and my team, on a normal day, after elections, we are able to bring a government to power. This platforms like these are supposed to lose a lot of listenership. We are supposed to be on the defensive naturally. People are supposed to be like, sir, the Oye Juma said your Mahama bra power and your Mahama power. What is so interesting? But we are growing, we are becoming bigger. The attention is still here. It's because of you and I, the way we have been able to hold this credibility of checking the system to make sure truth leads. Truth is what we use to govern. That is why we are here today, where even at 12 midnight, 12 a.m. in Ghana, you still have hundreds of people sitting in their homes. They have things they can go do. People are supposed to travel tomorrow. On YouTube, you have close to 6,200 people. On Without Due Respect page, you have almost 1,400 people. On Loud Silence TV page, you have almost over 200 people. On TikTok, you have how many people on TikTok? On TikTok, we have 141 people at this time of the night. It shows you people are ready to make sure you're the Nokre Kyeremanten. And I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with you. It is the belief you have in this platform. It is the belief that you want us to use the truth to guide this nation, guide this government, protect each other, so that Ghana na yepeno we can get to that part. Yenyine ni beji. Obiani wa oya akwara wa ha. Se mitwa wontra onya akwara wa ko school to semi, you will know. There is a reason why you are here every single day watching me. It is the same way every Sunday you go to church. There's a reason why you walk to church, you sit in church, because there's a belief. And I can't take the credit for myself. I have a team I work with. They work so hard. Menoka said they are working on Monday's work. It's tough. That is how difficult this job is. And that is why we've been able to lead when it comes to news, when it comes to social, political issues, breaking the issues down. The moment the show ends, we start Monday's production. And you have also been on standby every time. So Bikurapo started Jandama. You go into my emails, you see a lot of people sending me messages. On the company email, my personal, Kevin, this one, talk about it. Somebody's lying. Kevin, this one, your team, you should talk about it. It shows that you people don't want to give anybody any space to lie to us again. Because the trauma now, if we don't take care and they take us back there, our country, we will lose it. And we don't want to go back into that trauma. That's why I appreciate every single day, every single person, every single data you spent on this platform. I really appreciate it. It is not easy. Sometimes people think what I do is easy. Kevin Taylor, they're easy. People have tried and they've seen it is not easy. The production is a lot of money. The consistency. Some people have tried. They realize that this is not a joke. It is not a joke because you need to be committed, and it comes with discipline. That's what I'm saying. You are part of the team. My team is part of the team. We really appreciate you being here every single day, spending your data, spending your time listening to us. We will do our best here. I will do my best here. I know at a point in my life I will grow. I cannot do this again, but there will be people who will take over. And they will make sure this kind of checking the system and protecting our democracy will still be on course. But as far as I'm here, I'm young, I'm still doing this. I promise you, I will be here to correct the system. I will help you, you will help me by making sure the right things are said and the truth is put out there.